Let me tell you something. Look it, man. I've been an Atlanta fan for 45 years.
Turning up the heat, T-Wil on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Wil, T-Wil, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart, with a soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be.
ATL, Atlanta Falcon fans, Atlanta Braves fans, Atlanta Hawks fans, welcome to the Thursday Night Throwdown. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well tonight. It's your host, T-Wil, from 4myatlports1, as well as One Time for the Fan. And tonight we are getting into a little bit of Falcons, a little bit of Braves, a little bit of everything, really. But hey, without further ado, let's get to it. So, unfortunately, Kaleb McGary did hurt himself or was hurt yesterday and carted off the field. I don't know if the information has been made available as to whether or not Kaleb is done for the season or whatever the time frame is, but we do know that Kaleb is going to be out for a lengthy period of time, unfortunately. And so, there have been a lot of reports going around. I saw a report earlier today where they were saying, well, the Falcons only dropped back under 10%, so they're not going to be really bothered by it. When they do drop back, a lot of times it's going to be play action. They don't seem to be worried. I've spoken with some, I don't know if you want to call them aficionados, but some folks who, look at this stuff every day, and they're saying that pretty much what the Falcons want to do is what they were already doing. So they were already chipping and adding defensive end, adding tight ends on the side with McGary and having the backs when they run out to chip and, block or hold or whatever they got to do as they're leaving the backfield to go out and whatever they got to do. So bottom line is they don't think they're going to be impacted by that often. And I couldn't disagree more. Kaleb McGary is a mauler. Okay. He is an outstanding run blocker. And unless you get somebody in there who is an outstanding run blocker, I think you will notice a difference. Now, you got the best guard in the league next to McGary and Chris Lindstrom, so that is a plus. But I don't know. I can't say right off that they're not going to be negatively impacted by it. I just can't. So, we will see. Either way, man, hey, let's get into it and get involved, and let's talk about it. So, preseason preparations for the Atlanta Falcons are underway. Starters are resting to avoid injury. While the strategy protects key players, it may slow down the development of team chemistry, especially for rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. As of 2 weeks before the regular season, injuries are a concern. Kaleb McGary is currently sidelined, requiring the team to evaluate its right tackle depth. Among Wilkinson, Parker, Nelson, the front office is considering possible veteran replacements to added stability. These changes are expected to influence the offensive scheme, leading to an emphasis on quick zone passes, less resilience on outside running plays. Tight ends will likely play a larger role in blocking assignments. Ongoing roster battles include determining a temporary situation at right tackle, establishing wide receiver depth behind London. Fuller, Watts, Helms, edge rushers. Sorry about that. The team boasts a strong roster, but overall depth remains a critical factor as the Falcons approach week 1. So basically the Falcons debunked everything in that paragraph, which I don't believe to be true. Okay. I do not for 1 second think that the Falcons are not going to be impacted by this injury. I do not for 1 second think that the Falcons aren't going to have to modify some plays. I think you're absolutely going to see more 2 tight end sets. 100%. Especially if you don't go out and sign a tackle or trade for a tackle and you go with what you got in-house, you are absolutely going to see more 12 or 2 tight end sets. Make no mistake about it. But, hey, let's get to the fun stuff. Ronnie Thomas says, what up, no hairline? Yeah, Ronnie, but I still can dance better than you. So whatever. Ronnie, hope you're doing fine tonight, man. Hopefully all is going well in your world. Good to see you, my friend. As a matter of fact, let's see here. Caleb McGarry debacle. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do, Falcon fans? Caleb is out, and I think they're downplaying it, but I think it's going to be a bigger deal than most people think. So McGarry was caught off practice. We know that the Falcons are thin at tackle. We know that the starter that replaced him was Elijah Wilkinson. Behind him is Brandon Parker and rookie Jack Nelson, and I don't think there's much depth behind them at all. And Ronnie, you're in the chat. Are you comfortable, Ronnie, with Elijah Wilkinson? How are you feeling about that? Let me know. Let me know, brother. Are you at all comfortable with Elijah Wilson if, game 1 versus the Tampa Bay Bucks, are you comfortable with Vita Vea and his compatriots? Are you comfortable with Elijah Wilkinson, or do we need to go and sign somebody? And Ronnie Thomas says, go sign a free agent. And I agree. I agree, Ron. Either sign or trade, but you got to get somebody in here. Got to get somebody in here. So we've looked at what we have. We've got Elijah Wilkinson right away. You've got Brandon Parker and Jack Nelson as depth pieces. But I agree, you need to bring in a swing tackle, maybe on a low-risk deal. The only thing about that is anybody who's available out there is not going to be somebody's number 1 tackle. Okay, at best, in this content creator's humble opinion, they're going to be middle of the road. At best, they're going to be middle of the road, right? So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We got Deboe Vibes that just joined us. Deboe, what it do, man?
What's going on, T-Wil? What's happening, you dog?
All good, man. How you doing, brother? All well?
Everything's well, man. My apologies for being a little tardy, man. Things happen, man, but happy to be on, dog. The throwback, let's do it.
Happy to have you, man. Life be life. I get it.
Yeah, life be life, man.
Life be life. And so let's talk about this Caleb McGarry situation, bro.
Oof.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Ronnie Thomas was, just going back and forth with us, and he and I agree. We got to get somebody in here. I no disrespect to Elijah Wilkinson. I just, I don't see that being a good outcome if he's your tackle.
Right.
What are you?
More importantly, bro, not just a tackle, man. But the tackle has to protect Michael Pence's backside.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about it. This whole thing that happened, you know what I'm saying, with Storm Norton being out, you know what I'm saying, 6-8 weeks, McGarry being out, that puts Terry Fontenot in a difficult situation. He's hitting people up. He's going to hit other teams up. These other teams going to know that, bro, you desperate. You are desperate as hell right now because you got a second-year quarterback, well, essentially a first-year quarterback, you know what I'm saying, first-year starter. You're going to need somebody to protect him. Other teams know that. Other execs know that. So it's not. I guess what I'm saying is that it's not going to be cheap for Fontenot because other teams know that his situation. You're down 2 tackles, and like you said, Wilkinson cannot start at right tackle week 1 against Buccaneers. It can't happen. So you got other teams out there looking at that, man, like, okay, you want to tackle? What can you give us? And it's going to be a bargaining tool, man.
Yeah, I think one thing Ronnie did point out, and I agree with him, is Tuesday is the cut down day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully some trees will shake, and maybe there's a tackle or two that's available that's not available now that the Falcons can go out and grab. Other than that, I mean, it's got to be a trade, but you got to do something.
It,
Go
right.
ahead.
No,
Yeah,
no, I'm about to say, man, it has to be a trade. It's
yeah.
going to have to be because people the guys who are making teams, you want somebody's. I understand one man's trash, another man's treasure, but you want somebody who just got cut to be inserted into this lineup as a starter, protect Michael Penix.
Well, if it's a cap casualty, right? That's what I'm looking at, right? Like there could be a situation where you got a guy. Let's say he's a 5-year veteran. He's decent, but you got another guy that you drafted behind him that you can pay maybe $10 million less and just as good, but they're both ranked 65 as far as PFF concerned and running and blocking. I'll take that. I'll take that. Now, again, if it's just somebody off the trash sheet, no, I don't. I agree with you. But if it's a decent tackle, then
Right.
yeah, I will take that. And of course, we got some folks in the chat. Of course, we got Mr. Ronnie Thomas. We got Mr. Atlanta Falcon Fandibic. And let me tell you something. If you guys have not checked out his YouTube page, his channel, if you hadn't checked out his programming, this brother's really doing it, man. He's getting it in. He's got some interviews coming up, but he is really, really doing it, making some great content, and I think you guys would love it. And hey, one thing we do here at 4myatlports Sports is we big up content creators. So there you go. Falcon Fandemic, man, just want to shout you out, man, doing a great job. He says, yeah, Elijah is not having a good preseason at all.
Right.
Parker says Nelson. I don't know if we want to go with the rookie, Eric. I mean, we could, but I mean, you really want to do that? You really? How do you feel about that?
Let me present something to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about this scenario right here, and there's other individuals, individuals in the Falcons scope thinking about the same thing. Just throwing it out there. So Bergeron was a tackle at Syracuse, All-American tackle. Would you feel more comfortable putting Bergeron at right tackle and then insert someone else at guard, or keeping Bergeron at guard? Because Bergeron does have success and a history as being a good tackle. So what would you do in reference to that? Because I know Bergeron, in my opinion, he's aspiring all-pro guard. The way his trajectory is right now, bro. But the way that things are going right now, would you consider putting him at tackle at that spot and then putting someone else at guard?
As good of an idea as that sounds like, I'd rather make one change than 3 or 4. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Okay, all right. That's what's up.
I just for consistency's sake, I hear you, and he probably would be. But now you got a guy in his, so he'd have to get used to being a tackle, right, in the NFL. Right. And then whatever guy you bring in, now he's got to get used to playing with these other guys. So now that's 2 changes that you've introduced.
And you know what? I just thought about something too, man. And another thing, you know what? The more I thought about it, yeah, keep it on guard, because we're also starting a new center.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With Nuzzo. Yep. So Nuzzo's going to need some leverage next to him.
Yep.
A big guy, you know what I'm saying? Next to him, you know what I'm saying? Help like Bergeron to definitely help out. But it's something to think about, though.
No, it's definitely something to think about. And I'm not, I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just in the list of ideas, I'd rather just make one change, right?
Absolutely. Okay.
And the other thing about him being a tackle, there are things you can do that you just can't do for a guard, right? So, him being a tackle, and we got Mr. Eric Parker, Mr. 17 and 0 in the building. What up? What up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
That is my name. What's good, bro?
You got
What's going on, man? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Yeah. There are things you can do, though, right? You can chip. You can add a tight end over there, which a lot of that they already do with McGarry, right? Because a lot of times you see Charlie Warner next to him. it's funny. I was looking at some things they could do, and I read someplace where you could run a
Put
waggle.
Nielsen over there.
You said what?
You should put Nielsen over there. Caleb wasn't that great at pass blocking no way. We worried about Penny's blindside like Caleb was just a dog over there. But his pass blocking wasn't that high. His run blocking was what was great. That's what we're gonna miss more than anything. Not his pass blocking. He the reason Kurt got hurt.
No, I get that. Well, first off, his pass blocking was like a 60. He's rated 63 as far as PFF. So he's above average. Now,
About the Ravens, I know what we've been watching, and I know this new pass blocking is not that great. It is. I mean, he's not total ass pass blocking, but he's not that great to where we like missing our star tackle. We not missing Jake. We missing, if anything, you said put Jake over there. If you that word.
Yeah, no. I don't want to make a whole lot of changes. I don't want to make a whole lot of changes.
I don't think that they're worried about it. I don't think we run too much shit up under the center to where his blind side is really a blind side. I think you in shotgun more than anything. And I don't think if Penix releases so quick, I don't think it's going to have that much effect on people making it out to be.
That's definitely one way to look at it. The thing about offensive linemen is it typically takes them 2 or 3 years. It's not an easy position to learn, and I don't know that I'm comfortable giving that to a 7th round rookie. I don't know. Again, and hey, we all got our choices. We all see it however we want to see it. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. But let's look at who they could bring in to replace them, right? Well, first, all right, I did put the trivia in there. So let's get to 90s trivia, and then we'll get back to it. What year was TLC's hit Waterfalls released? What year was TLC's Waterfall released? Nothing?
You asking us or a chat?
I'm asking all y'all. All y'all, everybody. Whoever wants to speak first.
93?
95.
95. Not a bad guess, Eric. 95. Let's see. We got Ryan, the historian.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question right quick, man. In reference to TLC Waterfalls, man. It was one of the best hits that they ever had. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Organized Noise. What other than Waterfalls? What was your top 3 songs from that album they had? Crazy, Sexy, Cool.
Crazy. Was that Red Light Special? Was that off that album?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say Red Light Special. Was Creep off of that album?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say Red Light Special, Creep, and Waterfalls.
Okay.
I'll say that. Eric?
Same thing.
You're no fun. You can't do that. What's it?
Name something different?
No, I don't. I can't. Deboe, what's it for you?
Digging for me. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Creep was the first initial single from that Crazy, Sexy, Cool right there. You know what I'm talking about? Red Light. To me, Red Light Special, that's my favorite one. You know what
Mine
I'm
too.
I think Waterfall is more commercial, but Red Light Special to me was one of the best singles they had. Period. You know what I'm saying? From Crazy, Sexy, Cool, bro.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. All right, so let's look at some trades we can make.
What happened to the other question? There's another question on there.
All right, what you got?
No, you said there was. I'm looking at the slideshow you just did, man. There's another question about the 90s, man.
Oh, it was? I'm so sorry, bro.
You don't know your show sheet, bro?
Damn right. That's bad. That is so bad, boy. And I'm not even gonna lie. Y'all should know this. Now, if you can't get this, you just weren't alive in the 90s. Who was known as the queen of hip hop soul in the 90s? We'll leave it to the chat first, because I know you know. I know you know, Deboe. Who was known as the queen of hip hop soul in the 90s? We also got Craig in the chat. Craig, what's up, man? Craig says, just found the 2 missing raisins from my potato salad, aka T-Wil and Deboe. That's another bald-headed joke. Ramel Jason, that is Mr. Lamar Johnson, my absolute best friend, says, Mary J. You are correct, sir. You are correct, Mary J. Mary J. It is. All right. So now we can get to the next one.
Speaking of nice, right quick, man. I gotta say something, man. So we had 1990. Me, my brother, my homegirl. We got a 1990 show that we did on Tuesday, and you just brought Ryan the Historian, man. We were very, very thankful, very happy to have Ryan the Historian. You know, we talked about the 30th anniversary of Friday. For those who don't know, Friday turned 30 this year. Believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe. And we had a ball, man. So, you know what I'm saying? The Ryan the Historian, man, double salute to you. He came through, man. We chopped it up and everything. Y'all can go back and look at the replay, man, on my show. But, yeah, man, I can't believe Friday is 30 goddamn years old, man. So we had a good time, and y'all check it out, man.
Yeah, man, we old, bro. We getting up there.
We getting up there, bro.
We are getting up there. We are old. It is what it is. Raymond Collins, Raymond in the building. What up, Raymond? Says he went to college with Rosanda Chili. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hey, Raymond, you know what? I probably shouldn't ask that, but I'm going to ask it. Was she down to earth? Was she cool? Like, you know what? Never mind. That's her personal business. That's her personal. Never
putting his business out there, bro.
I don't even want to know. Never mind.
Oh, my auntie was friends with all three.
Okay.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Okay.
I got a auntie that's a couple years old.
Okay, that's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Ryan the Historian in the building. Oh, what it do, Ryan? You all right? How you doing, man?
What's going on, people? What's happening?
Oh, man, all good. Just talking Falcons on a Thursday night and what's going on with this tackle situation and what we can do and all that jazz. I think Eric is okay with Jack Nelson being a tackle. I'm not necessarily comfortable with that.
You ain't watched film on this dude today.
You said what?
I said, how much film you watched on this dude?
Like I said, right? He's a 7th round tackle.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Right, but I mean, hey, how much? That's a good point. He brought up, man.
I'm talking about what he been doing in preseason, what he been doing in the NFL. We ain't talking about college.
Against who, Eric? So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because I'm not going to look.
Against whoever was in front of him.
With offensive linemen, unless you are a stud first rounder, it takes a minute, right? And I'm just saying I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
T-Wil.
Brian, give me your thoughts.
That shit ain't true.
Exactly.
Because here's the thing. There's plenty of offensive linemen that weren't first round picks that ended up being Hall of Famers, top players. You got some undrafted guys that
were they studs in their first year, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. I would say the numbers.
I'm not even. Here's the thing.
I'd say the numbers were big different.
I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
If you want to ask me that question, that's like the fire. That's pretty much like dry grass trying to challenge the fire. I give you some names if you want.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying by and large, right? I'm saying by and
but that's not everybody.
But here's the thing:
saying you got to draft a quarterback in the first round, or he ain't gonna be good.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
the same thing.
No, it's not. What I'm saying is that looking at. Hold on, Eric. I'm trying to move myself down to the bottom.
Somebody has some feedback.
Somebody does have a feedback.
You talking about learning the offensive scheme.
I'm talking about that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You talking about learning the offensive blocking scheme.
Yeah, I'm talking about being a decent offensive lineman. I'm not saying that because you're second, third, fifth, you can't be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying in most cases, it takes most offensive linemen a year or two to get up to speed. Very few come in and right away are just great. Very few.
So I got one for you, Jason Kelce.
I'm sure you might have 2 or 3.
I just gave you one, Jason Kelce.
Right, that's one. How many offensive linemen have there been in the league, Ryan? So we have to do a study, right?
So here's the thing. You want to say doing a study or whatnot, but how many offensive linemen have you seen that were first rounders that were bust? Give me that.
Probably just as many.
Tony Mandarich.
Exactly. The perfect built offensive lineman who literally was a bust.
Man, what was dude name came out of Auburn? I can't remember his name. Big dude.
Wasted.
Yeah, everybody was so high on him. Swear he was going to do something. He went in the first round and was trash. I can't. He was good at Auburn too. I can't remember what his name was though.
And when you look at it, man, let's just be honest. Look, it's not where you drafted it. It's what you do with the opportunity of where you're at. And when you look at offensive linemen, you got guys who definitely fight, claw, and scratch to get there. Normally, your first round picks and your second round picks, you're supposed to get your cornerstones, but that's not always true. That's why I'm saying I don't look at where they're drafted at. It's nice, it's great for metrics and argument points, but let's be real. We've seen a ton of guys that were not first round picks on the line, and they were good.
And we've seen even more who were not. So, guys, we're not going to agree. You guys
just throw the whole NFL away then, because we've seen more players that was not good than was good. How much sense is that?
You're being ridiculous. No.
You're being ridiculous. You acting like every other player in the NFL. This is an individual. This is not every other player. Judging off of what every other player did makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. And we don't have to agree. We're not going to agree. All I'm saying is I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not saying y'all have to be. I'm saying I'm not comfortable with it. If y'all are comfortable with it,
you don't even been watching film on this dude. Here's
the thing, T-Will. Since you're saying that, and I'll give you this, Jack Nelson was projected to be a second or third round pick. He dropped how bad Wisconsin was. That's the reason why he dropped. It wasn't the fact that he was just drafted that low. If you want it, you can go back and look at the draft grade. You like statistics, go look at the statistics.
And he ain't been looking that bad in preseason.
I'm just saying, he's only had 2 penalties on him in preseason, 2 holding penalties. Other than that, he's mauled defensive linemen and some first-round picks from other teams, and he's also been great in pass blocking.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, you're saying that, but guess what? Anthony Munoz started off as a rookie and started.
I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying the law of averages says that a guy picked in the 7th round, especially from the offensive line, most, not all, most.
So you would rather go pick up somebody else who the NFL has already proven is not a starter. Then
I'm not
right, and that's what I'm saying earlier. Yeah,
you're more comfortable with that than going to pick up somebody that's proven to not be as good as a starter. That's why they're still sitting there.
Here's the thing, right? There is a cut down on Tuesday. You may have some cap casualties. You may have some guys that are not necessarily bad. They could be decent. Their teams just figure like we can pay this guy less and get just as good. You don't know, right? Ryan, you about to say something. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
Definitely, because here's my thing. I got 2 linemen, but I'm going to give you one because one of these offensive linemen was on my show. He's a Hall of Famer in the name of Larry Little out of Bethune-Cookman. Was cut and made the NFL Hall of Fame and led the Miami Dolphins to a 17-0 season. Another guy, Lou Groza from the Cleveland Browns, who the kicking award is named after, but he was an O-lineman. So he went to the Hall of Fame as a kicker / offensive tackle. And then you also have Jim Langer. That's 3 that I just gave you that were not drafted, and they're Hall of Famers, and they played in the modern era. So
again, I'm not saying it can't be done.
That. He's talking about when they start when they came in the league.
Yes, they did. They all started. All those guys I named started. So
Okay.
the reason I'm bringing that point up is you can't judge where a guy comes in at. You have to judge what he can produce, because I'll tell you this: Jack Nelson needs to be groomed, but he can start right now day one. He definitely can start day one. I know you're not comfortable with it, but here's the thing: he got to get his cherry busted sometime.
Yeah.
Rather it be early now. I'd rather it be early now opposed to being later in the season when if somebody was to get hurt and he just comes in off the bench and looks like a deer in the headlights.
And here's another. Hey, here's another one, and then we'll proceed, man, because we, you know, I'm pressed for time. But here's another one. You know what I'm saying? And I know, Ryan, that you'll be interested in it, man. There was a Hall of Fame tag. Well, I don't know if he's in. I don't know if he's in Hall of Fame or not. But you know what I'm saying, all pro offensive lineman who came from HBCU, who was not drafted, and was one of the main reasons that Emmitt Smith got all of his yards, Nate Newton from Florida A&M.
Facts. He started in the old USFL before he came to the Cowboys.
Right.
All right. Again, guys, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying I'm not comfortable with it, but whatever. Let's roll on. We got to get to some housekeeping. Craig says we can put Jack Spade out at right tackle when he gets off work from the mechanic shop. Oh, man. I'm going to tell Jack about that tomorrow, man. I'm sure he's going to love that. Raymond Collins says she was at Georgia Southern for a year. She was cool. All right. Appreciate it. Ronnie Thomas says, tell him again, Eric Parker. Whatever, Ron. You just want to agree with Eric. Whatever. A1 says, what up, my guys? What up, Chris? How you doing, man? A1.
Yes. What up, boy?
Savagely Uncut says, hi, everyone.
Savagely Uncut. Yes, that's my homegirl. That's my homegirl I do the show with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate you, Savagely Uncut, for coming on. Hey, like I said, me, Savagely Uncut, Deboe Life, had a great time, you know what I'm saying, with Ron the Historian, man.
Is that your co-host? Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she came on. That's her.
You know what? She does a great job. She does a great job. Let me commend her. Welcome to the show. Glad you came on. Hopefully you enjoy it and appreciate that. Yeah, man. Welcome. You guys do a great show. So let's get to these trades, guys. And so let me ask the panel this. Other than myself, you guys are all on the we don't need to trade. We don't need to sign anybody. Just put Jack Nelson in. Is that where we are with it?
I think you can do both. I think you can. I think you can get somebody else in here because we obviously don't have depth no more at that position. But yeah, you can still start Nelson.
Okay, Deboe, how you feel about it?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
I don't think we need to. Here's my thing: if we give up something, there's a guy that you got to look at, and Coach Brandt said this on the show. We just did just now. You got to look at Wanya Morris, kid that played at Tennessee, played at Oklahoma, went to the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely is still in his rookie contract and understands how to play, blocking, pretty much how to pass block, how to run block, and is a massive human being who has NFL experience and has started games for the Kansas City Chiefs. So my thing is he's still in his rookie contract. You can get him and lowball him and bring him here. And again, he would fit into this system because the system they run in Kansas City is a little similar with the passing game that we run here. So I think he would fit like a glove.
Fair enough. One thing about Ryan, a lot of what you say does end up coming true. I remember that from the draft. I think I'm sorry to bring up the draft again, Ryan. I know I just pissed you off again, but
not at all.
Have you forgiven me yet? Am I forgiven?
I say this: God forgives, I don't.
Damn! Oh wow. Okay. Wow, Ryan.
Forgiveness is there. I just had to quote Rick Ross, but but just remember what I told you about Carson Vincent, right?
You're right.
He's been whipping Mike Green's ass since the Senior Bowl, still whooping his ass as a practice teammate, and now he's getting ready to start. That was a guy that should have been brought here to Atlanta. I called that long time ago.
Yeah, I think there are about 6 or 7 guys that you made calls on that they were going to be drafted. So that, and they were all from HBCUs, yeah. And you did. So I got to give you that. Atlanta Falcon Fandemic says we still need to go shopping. Carrie says, hey, T-Will, Deboe, Ryan, and Eric, I'm late to the party. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope I didn't miss too much. That's okay, Carrie. You're welcome anytime. She says, sorry, I was picking up T-Will's McDonald's order. And I hope you counted the fries, Carrie. I hope you did. I hope you counted the fries.
So we doing that again. So you going back to that? What happened to the protein? What happened to the protein shake in the soup?
Oh,
I got time today.
I got the soup right here.
Right.
Okay.
He keeps protein from the hamburger pan.
Disappointed. Yeah. Ryan wanted me to be caught.
Yeah.
Man, that's cold.
Ryan wanted me. I could see the look on his face like, damn, I thought we had him. He wanted.
I got time today.
God.
Yeah.
I got time today. I'm like Brian. I'm like Prime. I got time. I'm like Prime.
Oh man. Lamar says he is from Georgia. He lived not too far from me in Grayson. All right, that's what's up. Carrie says Ryan is so undefeated. He's so undefeated. Chris A1 says laugh out loud. Carrie says, I never want to be on Ryan's bad side. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. That's true.
What do I wait a minute?
That's very true.
No. What do I do? I'm curious. What do I do?
You know what? I want to crack a joke, but I don't want you to be offended.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now you gotta do it, bro. You can't push it out there like now. Go ahead and do it.
All right. So I'm because it was a conversation between me and Ryan. I'm not gonna put what the call was about. All right. But Ryan called me. I swear to God, I was talking to a pimp. He was like, "Hey man, hey." He was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I was like, "What's up, Ryan?" He's like, "Yeah, man, we got some stuff we got to talk about." And like just the whole spirit of the matter, like I felt like I was talking to a pimp, man. I really did. So man, you're right, Gary.
I remember the conversation on that. And no, it was legit. I was very calm when I called.
He was calm, but I could hear the fire in his soul. Like
hey, T-Wil, I'm pretty sure in the conversation he got his point across.
Oh, he definitely did. No, what's funny? So Ryan and I always, what's up, man? How you doing? Like we have Ryan's my guy, right? I like Ryan. Ryan likes me. We're good. But on this call, he was so focused. I was like, "What's up, Ryan?" He's like, "Yeah, man. We gotta talk." And just the way he said it, I was like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? It was just, I could really see Ryan being a pimp in another life. Like I could truly see that. I could truly see that. Carrie says, I didn't say that, T-Will. Sheesh. I gotta take it to the most. Chris is like, oh my God, what are we doing? All right, guys. So Ryan, give me your thoughts, or you know what, Deboe, you've been quiet. Give me your thoughts on who you think should the Falcons trade. Are you okay with Jack Nelson? Should we go out and sign anybody? And is there anybody in your mind, Deboe, that we should go and get?
No, I said that about 15 minutes ago. And E echoed it. Who are we going to get? Because again, like you know what I'm saying. Like we're going to sit here and get someone else's scraps to insert as a starter. No, it ain't going down like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, and just insert Nelson in there. You know what I'm saying? Wilkinson can't get the job done. And any teams know what the hell is going. When teams got the news about, McGarry going down, you know what I'm saying, and Storm Norton going down, the whole league knows, oh shit, the Falcons need a tackle. We about to fleece them. So who we gonna pick up? Who we gonna pick up? And anybody we pick up, we got to give draft capital and cash. So it's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying. And he said perfectly, man. Go what you got right now.
Okay. All right. That's fair. We respect all opinions here on this show. A couple guys that are out there. Andre Dillard, former first rounder with starting experience, but health and consistency concerns, could be a short-term trade target. Ryan, the historian, give me your thoughts on Andre Dillard, or what do you think? You think nothing of him? Like, give me your thoughts.
I couldn't hear your question. T-Will, say that again, sir.
Andre Dillard, trade target. You for, against? Give me your thoughts.
Well, I think Andre Dillard, when you look at the experience that he has being a first rounder helps. But the thing is, we've had too many guys that have owned a private wing in the health area, pretty much a private wing and Piedmont Suites. Troy Anderson got the tapioca pudding.
Yes, he does. Oh my God, Troy is VIP service up in that mug.
So I think Troy is the superintendent of the building. If you want to be honest, we don't need to bring. Here's my thing: we don't need to bring anybody else in here that is injury prone, because what good is it bringing somebody in here that's going to get banged up and it has a history of not being consistently able to be available. 100%. What we need is availability.
100%. 100%, bro. 100%. You cannot make the tub from the club. I'm sorry. You can't make the club from the tub. Sorry about that. We got Jarek Wills out there as a tackle that you could sign. But again, probably middle of the road. Jarek Wills, Dalton Risner. I probably would go with Risner. Is there anybody on this sheet that you would go with, or you passing on the whole thing?
I got to pass. Honestly, I got to pass on it, period. I got to pass on all of these.
That's fair.
How about this? How about this? Hey, T-Will, sell us. Which one of these guys should we take?
Man, I can't sell you on nothing. Because the one thing you said, Deboe, that I agree with is that at this point in the season, anybody that's available is probably not that great anyway.
Right.
I do agree with that. Jarek Wills is out there. Dalton Risner out there, but at best.
Hey, didn't Lindstrom and Taylor both start their first season?
Yeah, hell yeah, they did.
Yeah, but they were taken in the first round, Eric.
Yep.
What? So?
Again, Eric, we don't have to agree. Those are your thoughts. I personally think people.
The offensive lineman got to be.
Let me.
If he was picked in the first round, then you'll be more comfortable with them putting him in there.
Yes, I would. First or second.
It's all about T-Will. It's all about talent evaluation. Like again, so just by your logic, T-Will, if you're not a first or second round draft pick, you trash.
I didn't say that. Now, why are we taking all these?
Because you keep on talking about the draft right when they were drafted, bro.
He's asking you, do you feel as if you don't make the first round of the draft or whatnot, do you consider those guys trash?
That's I don't. So what I'm saying in the context of, if you're going to start someone right away, like if Jack Nelson sat for a year and you wanted to try and start him next year, okay, you're throwing him in the fire right away. And just me personally, with that position, with any offensive lineman, unless you're first or second round, I'm really not comfortable throwing you out there. Now, that's me. Doesn't mean it's right, but that's where I'm coming. I'm not saying that you're trash. Again, to Ryan's point, a lot of Hall of Famers have been undrafted. A lot of Hall of Famers have come out of later rounds, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying this guy was drafted 3-4 months ago, and now we're about to start him, and I'm just not comfortable where he was drafted. But that's me. Doesn't mean I'm right.
So let me ask you a question: are you comfortable with starting Billy Bowman?
Yeah.
Why?
Billy was drafted what, third round?
Third or fourth round, yeah.
No, he's
fourth. No. Xavier Watts drafted in the third round.
He was drafted in the fourth. Billy Bowman was drafted in the fourth.
In the fourth round.
Okay. No, I'm not, because I know Billy Bowman probably should have been drafted second round. And I know, Ryan, you made that point. I know you made that point. I know you did, right? I know you did. But from everything I've heard on Billy Bowman and or Xavier Watts, they are really good.
Right. But they were drafted in third and fourth round respectively. They weren't first round draft picks.
But they weren't drafted in the seventh round. And they played.
Nilsson was good too. Nilsson was really good too. He was just on the sorry ass team.
But see, well, here's the thing though. Is I'm gonna do it. Here's the thing, as you like to say. I'm gonna hit you with it. The three best safeties in the nation were Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman, and Malachi Starks out of Georgia.
Agreed.
And here's the thing: Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts pretty much led the country when the last 2 years with interceptions. They were the top leaders. Xavier Watts the most.
I think they had 6 and 7, right?
Nope, 11 and 13. It was 11 and 12. I think.
Oh, you said the last 2 years. My bad. You're right.
Now, but here's the thing: out of that whole safety class, Malachi Starks was the one who went in the first round.
Yeah,
and he went to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So when you look at this, there were people that had Xavier Watts going as a first round pick, and they also had Bowman going as a first round pick in some board. So this draft was so deep that you had guys that had first round grades that got drafted late or they were undrafted free agents. Right now, I keep telling people, Kobe Bryant is a guy that you got to keep on this team. Undrafted, you got to keep him because he's one of these dudes that can ball. Jack Nielsen is one of those guys that is going to have longevity. And the thing, T-Will, and I'm going to give you this and I'm going to let you have it back. You have to understand there are certain institutions that you don't question when it comes to positions. Nebraska is one. Notre Dame is one. Iowa's another one. When you talk about offensive linemen, and I'm just speaking on just those, Oklahoma, you don't question what comes out because they've been putting them out for over 20, 30, 40 years.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
And with Nelson coming out of Wisconsin, let's be real. Wisconsin linemen have a lot of longevity in the NFL. That's one school I'll never question.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Craig says, T-Will stuttering harder than a little boy on his first date trying to get to second base. Am not, Craig. Am not. Anyway, Yuri says, Craig, you wild. Yuri says, what's good, y'all? Rise up. What it do?
Yuri, what's going on, man? Rise up.
What's up? Monte Carlo says, I think because the draft was defense-driven, his stock seems down, but what would have been the year they took O-line. Okay, fair enough. Kerry says, hey, Yuri, I'm trying Mastro's in Miami this weekend. Can't wait to try a Yuri recommended medium steak. I heard that, Kerry. Save me some, please. Bring it up when you come for the first game 2 weeks later. I'm just kidding. I'm just jealous. I love steak. Yuri says, Kerry, I'm going to go to the one in New York this weekend. Awesome. I'm jealous of both of you. Okie doke. Well, guys.
Cook steak tomorrow just because y'all eating steak. We are eating steak, man.
Goddamn right, Eric. So, hey, Eric, you coming over? You cooking the steak and coming over?
No.
Man, he killed that.
He really did. He's so mean
man,
to me.
Killed
I don't know
man.
why he's so mean to me. Like, I didn't do nothing to him. Like, he could come over. He's so freaking.
Yeah, he was not going to acquiesce you. No, he said no.
Clearly, he was not going to acquiesce me, sir. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I did to this person. My brother. Blood
man, he's talking about Friday. He's talking about Friday, sitting in Friday traffic to get over there now.
Bro, I'm just kidding. First of all, Eric lives so far away from me, it's almost like he's in another state. So yeah. I get it. Guys, let's talk about this. And Ryan, when you get back, I'd like for you to take a look at this. But Deboe, Eric, do you see, and I know that they've really downplayed this, but do you see, because this is all about guys that are going to fit the scheme or whatever. Do you think we're going to make any modifications as far as play calling with McGarry out, or do you think nothing changes? And Eric, we'll start with you. Give me your thoughts on that.
I don't think nothing changes. I'm telling you, I think Nielsen can motherfucking carry that load right there. I think Penny's release is quick enough to where it's not affecting the play call.
Okay. All right. Deboe, how you feel about it?
I totally agree with that. I mean, like you said, like professionals are prepared for injuries at all times, so I totally agree with that. Okay. You don't change your scheme just because a tackle is gone.
Okay. Right. He's been practicing the whole scheme with him the whole time too.
Correct. Absolutely.
The easiest solution, fellas, the easiest solution in this situation, you got to start moving that pocket around and going back to running what we call dash plays. Go back and look at the 82 Redskins. You look at Mark Rippon, guys that might have had certain deficiencies on those lines or whatnot with pass rushes. Guess what? Move your quarterback to the strong side. Give him a better pocket to throw from, and also start running the split backfield with Tyler Algier. You take the pressure off of this guy, and you make it easier for him to play. But if you choose not to change a few things up with this offense, Penix is a sitting duck, even if he can run.
So I need, if you could, Ryan, give us for the layman, right? Give us some more granular or detailed breakdown of what you just said as far as
you pretty much move him to the side of the field where most of your blockers are, where you have the most numbers of people. You have more blockers on one side than you have on the other.
Gotcha.
And then you also set up plays where you have a fullback in the backfield, like a Tyler Algier,
right? A tight end.
You take a Charlie Warner and put him as an H-back in the backfield to give him an extra blocker, so you can keep these pass rushers off of him, in layman's terms.
Okay. All right. I got you. Craig says whoever we put at right tackle will have our GOAT right guard to help him and guide him. And that's a good point, because they really will have the best guard in the league next to them. So that is a very good point. Guys, let's talk about the wide receiver position battles, because it's a good one, right? It's a good one. At the beginning of the year, I was like, pick one or whatever. But Casey Washington has been good. David Sills has been good. Drummond has been good. Blair has been outstanding, but everybody can't stay. So, Deboe, let's start with you. Falcon receivers. Check, please. Who's staying? Who's going? Let's go. Give me let's say we keep 7. Let's because Mooney's out. So we're keeping 7 receivers. And you know what, guys?
You said we're keeping 7.
If we are, just because Mooney's out, right?
That's all of them.
No, it's like 12.
That's all of them.
That's all of them. He said that's all the receivers.
No, I mean I'm going over. That's literally all the receivers. Like you said, Mooney's out right now. Mooney's the 8th one. So I mean, what? If we keep 7 receivers, all right. Let me ask you a question, T-Will. Which one would you take out?
Oh man! All right, let's get into it. All right, so gentlemen, we have. Wait, am I on the right page? I think I am. Yeah, I am. All right, at wide receiver. Obviously, we got Drake, Mooney, Ray. Take them out, right? Kadero Hodge, take him out. He's obviously special teams stud, whatever. Jamal Agnew, who we signed to return kicks, take him out. So that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that leaves 2 between Casey Washington, Dylan Drummond, David Sills, Chris Blair, Nick Nash, Jesse Matthews, and Quincy Skinner. Now,
the last 3 they're not making it.
Yeah, I don't think Quincy Skinner's making it. I don't think Jesse Matthews is making it. And I agree with you, Nick Nash probably not going to make it.
And Mooney's going to start the year on the IR, so he's on the pup list.
Right. So that to
Sharks, Dylan Sharks gone. He ain't here no more.
Here's the thing, Chris Blair. I got to shout out my HBCU boys, because you talked about Kadero Hodge, Prairie View A&M, who started off at Alcorn State. You got another one in Chris Blair, who was at Alcorn State. Guy can run, catch, and he's got 2 touchdowns, but he's also got a catch in the regular season last year with Penix against Carolina. The beautiful throw that was on the sideline. So again,
Penix is very comfortable with Chris Blair, and because he said that because when Kurt was starting quarterback, Penix, of course, ran with the second team. His go-to guy, if not Josh Ali, it was Chris Blair. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense right there.
Chris Blair been looking good at camp too.
He been looking good as hell.
Yeah, he got some more out there training.
He's looked great. I mean, for me, rounding it out, it's probably Casey Washington and Chris Blair. And unfortunately, I don't think.
And I think Chris Blair can play special teams too. So I think that got something to do
So
with
yeah, if he plays special teams, yeah, he's definitely in. So yeah, but that being said, yeah, I mean Nick Nash on the practice squad, Drummond on the practice squad. The other gentleman, Seals, I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Ryan?
I think Seals will probably even making the team, but he'll be a special teams guy. But here's my thing. When you really look at it, you have to have depth. I always say this on the Birdcage LLC, but I trademark this DMP, depth and preparation. If you have depth and they're prepared, you don't miss a beat. So depth and preparation is something that you need. And this wide receiver core is not missing any depth because you got guys that can get in and just make plays, pretty much like 2016. Drummond is going to make this team easily because of what he's done, but Seals is another guy that's going to do it. But again, these guys are fighting for jockeying for position at this point. So I think it's going to go down to the wire of who's going to make it, but you got to be ready to play on special teams with this unit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, man. Interesting. So Carrie says, I didn't mean it as a negative, by the way, Ryan. I just believe you're so eloquent that I feel like you probably win every argument you're in. Laugh out loud.
No, I got a woman in my life, and I can tell you up front, you don't win no arguments with no woman.
Amen.
So no, I don't. And I got a woman.
Amen. Amen. A1 said, go ahead. No, you're right. You're 100% right. Chris A1 says Blair been going dumb for real. Carrie says Nick Nash didn't get a spot. Sorry. Doesn't get a spot. Sorry. And I agree with that. Carrie says Casey Washington and Chris Blair get a spot for sure, in my opinion. Agreed. Carrie says Seals and Drummond got to throw down for the final spot. All right. We will. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about these running backs, gentlemen. Carlos Washington is injured. Okay. And to me, he could get cut. So you're looking at Nathan Carter, Joshua Corbin, Elijah Dotson, Carlos Washington. Coach Ryan, the historian, what say you, sir?
Nathan Carter, I'll say this. We finally figured out how to run the football. We got everything together last week in that Titans game, and it actually looked good. So what I'm going to say is this. Carter's going to be your number 3. He showed up. Corbin is nice, but Carter is a guy that is a north-south runner. He can make stuff happen, but the main thing that he did that was better than all the other backs, he understands how to pick up blocks to protect the quarterback. Think about it. When he wasn't in the backfield, you saw Easton Stick either running for his life or he was getting his jockstrap knocked loose. So when you really look at it, he picks up blocks very well. He's not afraid to go between the tackles, and he showed that he has football speed. He doesn't have track speed, but he has football speed and good vision and good patience. If we got to compare him to a running back, he doesn't have the speed of this guy, but he will remind you of a young Jarius Norwood, minus the speed.
Oh,
that's what he reminds you of.
Oh, okay, Jarius Norwood.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too. Big Low Country says, "What in the world, Bo? What it do, Big Low? What in the world, Bo? Big Low up in here. What's going on, fam? So yeah, Eric, running back. Your thoughts?"
I pretty much agree.
You said what?
I said I pretty much agree with what he said.
Okay. All right.
I really wasn't too keyed in on the running backs for real because 1 is 2.
Okay. I mean that's fair. That is 100% fair. Got no issue with anything that anybody said. I agree with it. Tight end number 3, Felipe Franks, Taquan Kitioriano. Who stays, who goes?
Franks plays special teams too.
Okay. Deboe, you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Carrie says, love seeing the explosiveness from Nathan Carter with that 4.40 speed on the TD against the Titans. Really hope to see more explosive plays like that from Bijan and Tyler this season. That's a good point. A1 says, y'all hell. Big Low Country says, Yuri, what up, fam? All right, I can dig it. I'm going to assume. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry about that.
No, I was saying low. Actually, so Kerry, so they clocked him. He ran a 4.4 once. He's a 4.5 guy. He has football speed, not that track speed. But the thing is, though, everybody understands when you have game speed, it's really different. And as my grandfather would say, when you get that fear on your ass, you know how to get the hell out of Dodge. Trust me, people that slow become fast. So he's been hit a couple of times. So he's already got his head on the swivel, and he definitely turns into that 4.4 guy. But he's normally a 4.5 guy. But we saw that 4.4 speed after he got popped in that game last week.
When I think, a historian, man, when I think about football speed, I think about a guy who ran a 4.7, and he's the greatest wide receiver ever. Jerry Rice had football speed.
Yeah, Jerry never got caught from behind. That's the funny part. And he ran a 4.7 in his 40. And God rest his soul, with the legendary Archie Cooley, who the wide open concept that you see that's being played right now that we're playing with. He was one of the ones who started that. So he even told him, the San Diego Chargers said, he's not that fast. We're not going to draft him. He said, you don't draft him, he going to whip your ass every time he play you. It's a clip. ESPN Sports Century, and he talks about it.
Guys, let me ask you this question. Is there a such thing? Because, and you guys, like, Jerry was not fleet of foot, but Jerry could, I don't think there was a better route runner that I've seen. I mean, Julio is good, but as far as route running excellence, Jerry was the best that I've ever seen do it. There are certain guys that have what I'd like to call football instincts, where they may not be as fast, but to Ryan's point, their game speed is faster because their instincts are better and they just know where to be. Ryan, do you think that's why certain guys can run a 4.7 and be a Hall of Famer? Or give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I give you a good example. My idol, like I said, if I wasn't a Falcons fan, I probably would have been a Bears fan, because my idol is Walter Payton. When you talk about energy, Walter was energy, balance, and aggression. And Walter was not fleet of foot like that. Like, people, he was quick. He had game speed, but he was not going to outrun everybody. That's why he incorporated the stutter step, or he would try to pound you with that nice Popeye looking forearm that he would hit you with in your mouth, or hit you with the stiff arm, just to get that separation from a defender. So you have to have guys that have high football IQs, like Walter. Walter was one of those guys that had a high football IQ and understood, okay, if I can't outrun you, the way that I'm going to beat you is I'm going to throw off your timing when you get ready to come try to hit me. I'm going to explode into you and make you think twice about hitting me. So when I get a chance to have a step, I can just hit you with that burst and leave you. So you got many guys that were like that. Joe Cribbs was another one that was like that.
Yeah, I remember him. One thing about Walter, he did not look like he ran a 4.7. I'm telling you something. And there's 40 time, but I swear to God, Walter gets a good win and he gets going. Ain't a whole lot of people that's going to catch him. Walter, that run was just poetic, and because he had balance, right? He gets going. He's got some balance. Go ahead.
We just named 2 Mississippi boys. Them damn Mississippi boys built different. Steve McNair's another one. Shit.
Oh, man.
No, we named another. We Jerry's Norwood from Mississippi, right?
We named 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 of them, yeah.
Now, Jerry's Norwood, what did he, because Jerry's Norwood was fast.
Came out of Mississippi State, was a state champion track and field.
Yeah.
And was one of Mississippi State's all-time leading rushers, and they were horrible when he was there.
Yeah, man. Big Low says, hold up, y'all got Eric Parker on there? T-Will done backed out the Hilo second mortgage to pay Eric because his appearance fees, no joke. Damn, Eric, you charging people out here like that? That's what you doing, brother? Damn. Okay. All right. Well, guys, let's get to a fun topic, and I want to ask my brother this first, because I don't think I talked to my brother in a couple of days, so it's good to talk.
That's crazy.
Even bro. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay. Eric.
Boy, T-Will, you hell.
And I'm hell. To me, it's like Deboe hell because Deboe's the one throwing them up there. But no, Eric, look, this safety competition has gotten way more interesting since Helms has come back. Helms been lighting people up, man. Give me your thoughts.
Beaten coverage.
You said what?
I said he's been getting beat.
Great in coverage, though. Yeah.
He's not great in coverage. He's not great in coverage.
Alabama.
So, where do you guys see Helms on this team? Or I tell you what. You said what?
Like Bill Bates, special team player. He's going to be a special teams guy. That's really how that's going to go.
You don't see him in big nickel and big dime packages?
No, not whatsoever. With the athleticism we got right now, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason to put him out there in nickel or dime.
Here's the thing. Billy Bowman's been getting reps with the first team already. So that's letting you know that this kid is going to pretty much be your nickel. Right behind him is D. Alford. Right. He's definitely not going to be starting, bro.
No, I didn't think he'd be starting.
He ain't even going to be second string.
I don't even see him. I don't see him in any packages at all, to be honest with you.
Mm-mm.
You don't see him. Wait, you don't see him on the team?
I don't see him in no. He'll be on the team like they said, special teamer. I don't see him in no packages.
Wow.
You got Fuller, you got Xavier Watts, and Billy Bowman. Who you gonna take out?
Then you got D. Then you got D.
And D. Alford. Who you gonna take out?
I don't know if Fuller makes it.
I would personally take D. Alford out, but they ain't gonna do that.
Nah.
I wouldn't take D. Alford out, but again,
But that would only be on run packages. It would have to be a run package to even take D. Alford out.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I could see him in a big nickel package because he's a thumper. I could see him in a big nickel, big dime package where you just deploy him for that running back coming out or whatever, just in case they want to run it. But I definitely.
I respect what you say, T-Will, but I think it's recency bias. I think you're just going by what the hell he did at Detroit game.
No, not just that, but in the last game where he hurt himself last year, he hurt himself delivering a blow to somebody. Like, this dude is a thumper.
But here's the problem. He also misses more tackles than he makes, just like Keon O'Neal.
Really?
So again, if you want to go there, we could go there. We could break that down.
Really?
You can go back to his Alabama. Yes.
Okay.
You can go back to his Alabama days. Why do you think he was drafted in the 7th round? Why do you think about it? Brian in the secondary with Brian Branch.
Now he's comfortable with the 7th rounder.
No, let's be real on this. Let's be real on this. Hold up. I already know where you about to go, and I'm about to stop you right now. So let's do it like
you don't know where I'm going, Ryan. You do not know where I'm going.
I'm telling you, you come over here, you're gonna slip and fall. Just
I'm hurt. My neck. Fuck that. My neck in my neck.
That's where you're gonna be at. You coming over here. Listen. The reason why we're saying that is this. He played in the back with Brian Branch. They got to a national championship. In any other season, he wouldn't have been drafted. That defensive back class was awful that year he came out. It wasn't deep. This was a deep class all the way around. And Atlanta also took him because Richie Grant was awful, and they felt like they could do something with him. But he's been here. Injury didn't help, but he's a tackler. But when it comes to coverage as a safety, my former position, because I used to play it, you're the last line of defense, and you have to be able to tackle, and you have to be able to cover. You're nothing but a mobile linebacker. That's really what you are. You're just faster than the linebackers. So again, Helms is going to be a Bill Bates type of player. He will be a special teams ace like Bill Bates was. You can keep a job that way.
Okay, so all right, guys. Ryan, you we're there. We're here now. Give me your starting safety opposite Jesse Bates.
Xavier Watts, easily.
Okay. Eric, you agree?
Yep.
Deboe?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think the first game Fuller's going to start, but as season goes on, Xavier Watts will be that complementary safety to Jesse Bates all day long. By the way, T-Will, claim that offer right quick, bro.
Claim the offer.
Yeah, on the right hand, right side, PDF suite. It's a one-time. Claim the offer, man. They offer again. Claim the offer right quick. You see it?
No, I don't.
You don't see that where it's like claim PDF suite. Here's a one-time offer.
Oh, that.
Yeah, claim it, bro, man. Go ahead, man. They offer it to you, bro.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Okay.
Man, go ahead and claim it. See what happens, bro.
I never claimed that, man. I never do that.
It's been there for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
It has been. You're right. I'm about to close it. My bad. I'm trying to close it. There you go. All right, it's closed.
All right, this was okay. All right, cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for.
William Amy says not Jordan Fuller. Carrie says claim TikTok offer. T-Will laugh my. Oh, okay. I can't share it. So
wait a minute. Do you see this foolishness? He says Will said Xavier Watts get torched week in and week out. Look, man, we know you don't watch college football, big dog. This is why we call you Pink Slip Will. You ready to fire the man before he even step on the field. Dog, you do realize he led the country in interceptions.
In picks, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And he also led their team in tackles 3 years in a row. And he started off as a wide receiver.
He did start off as a wide receiver. Yeah, he did.
Again,
I didn't know that.
When you get a guy, he was recruited as a wide receiver. When you get a guy to transition to that position, it's easier for him to play because of the fact that he understands how wide receivers are because he was one. That's why he was able to make plays on the ball. Hell, Jesse Bates played receiver in high school as well. So again, all I'm saying is this. Helms is nowhere near the caliber of player Xavier Watts is or even Jordan Fuller. Bruh, Helms is not going to be playing. You got a guy that was a former starter in this league and also came from a Jeff Ulbrich defense that was number one when he was with the Jets and Mr. Fuller. So come on, man. Kill that noise.
Okay. It's, you know what? It's interesting.
I got time today.
You got time today. Okay. It's interesting. I've heard so many varying opinions. Like I've heard it's Jordan Fuller. I've heard it's Xavier Watts. I've heard it could be DeMarco Helms. And I'm not saying either way, but I just think it's interesting. Bigelow says that must be some computer T-Will watch TikTok. So guys, there's
show.
Facts.
Yeah, there's a running TikTok joke, but I won't get into that. There we go. Carrie says Ryan never misses. I'm telling you, laugh out loud. Okay, all right, I can dig it. Okay, so guys, give me your shocker. Who in your opinion is going to get cut? That's either a Falcon stable or steady or whatever. Or give me a shocking prediction. And Ryan, let's start with you.
Well,
give me your hot take.
Who's gonna get cut this year? Okay. Here's my thing. If Arnold Ebiketie does not have at least 5 to 7 sacks and actually can tackle, he might be gone. You got JPJ, you got Jalen Walker, you just brought in Perkins or whatnot this week, who definitely was a monster at Oklahoma, and then you still got Zach Harrison, and you got Brandon I mean, you literally have competition stacked up. And if he can't get it done this year with Coach Ollie, he got to go.
I just want to make sure I answer the question correctly. Are you talking about who's going to get cut next week or when the season ends?
I'm saying next week. Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, next week. Never mind. My bad, T-Will.
It's okay.
I misunderstood the question.
It's okay.
I'm willing to say that I misunderstood the question. Ebiketie will still be here. But I'll say this. When we talk about guys who possibly could get cut, I can see Clark Phillips III possibly getting cut.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
I can also see they're going to keep the offer. They have a love for him. Just like they have, as much as I hate it, because I know Joshua Simon's a hell of a ball player, I can see my guy Joshua Simon getting cut because they want to keep Felipe Franks here, who is straight ass. The hell with Felipe Franks. I stand on that.
Okay.
Good on special. So that's why they're gonna keep him.
Man, no. Listen. I need Joshua Simon here because his thing. Charlie Warner is a blocking tight end. We know this if you're a Georgia fan, but he can also catch and go. But Simon is what Pitts is supposed to be. Go look at the film. Film don't lie. And if he goes to the right system that anybody uses him, he blocks, he catches, and he can also do a few other things with his speed. Just saying.
Okay, fair enough. Eric, give me your bold prediction. You said what, Eric?
I'm trying to think. Who? I don't want to say nobody that I want them to keep because I don't want the shit to come through.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Deboe, go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. Go ahead and do.
Deboe, give me your bold prediction.
I'm in agreement with Ryan, man. Clark Phillips III, man. I just don't see him fitting in. And if I got a bold prediction, Brelin Trice.
Wow. Okay.
They have way too many. They have way too many pieces right now, and he's not fit. He's not fitting the actual. That's just my opinion. And how is he going to fit in this offense, this defense right here?
I want to say that because I want to see him.
But to be fair though, Deboe, the man has not had a real chance to play football.
Understood. I got you.
But I understand your sentiments and your concerns in that department, sir.
Right.
Okay. All right, guys. Last question.
What's yours, bro?
I don't even know that I have one. Because I was.
So you ask us, but you won't have one.
I was gonna say Clark Phillips. He took mine. I was gonna say Clark. Look, if you guys want another, I mean,
what's your hot take? Give us a hot take of who is teetering.
Yes, T-Will. You
got to give us your hot take, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna say Felipe Franks gets cut, then we keep the Josh.
We're not cutting him, bro. I'm telling you right now, they love him.
I'm gonna say that
they love him.
I mean, they signed him for special teams, but maybe they look at it like we need some more blockers. Oh wow! You know what? Bigelow says David Onyemata. That's a hot take. I don't see that, but that's a definite bold prediction. Yeah, look, mine was Phillips. Do you guys think that?
And Big Low. I was going to say Onyemata. That interior right now is so inexperienced. They just need somebody in there, with experience. If it went for that, Big Low, I feel you, bro. I was going to say Onyemata. He's my next dude, but
they finally got depth in that defensive line area.
Correct. There you go. Right,
and they're not going to cut that man because again. You saw what David Onyemata did when he had, what's my man's name? He had Calais Campbell here.
Yeah.
So again, when you talk about Calais Campbell or whatnot, you saw how he ate. So all I'm saying is, Onyemata got a little help, so he might be able to stick around for a little bit. But I don't think we need to give him another contract after this year.
That's fair.
Street need to be gone. Kadavius Street, he need to be gone.
Yeah, Karras, and he probably, honestly, maybe him and LaCale London could possibly go. And no disrespect to the players. Look, we're just theorizing here. T. Terry says, "What's up, fellas? What up, T. Terry?" Craig says, "T. Will blink twice if you're safe from the Ronald McDonald clown." I am safe. Craig also says Troy Anderson is gone. You know what? I don't think so. That would be another hot take.
They'll never cut him. Yeah. And I don't know why, but they'll never cut him.
You know what? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm getting ready. Let me channel my inner helium voice for you one time.
Yeah, do that.
What the hell do you mean they're not gonna cut Troy Anderson?
They ain't gonna cut him. They would have done it by now, bro. They would have done that shit by now.
Again,
they're not gonna cut him.
Hospital.
Man, stop hitting that helium, bro. Man,
You should do the whole show with helium.
That's not safe, bro. It's not safe. It's not safe.
Listen, I'm hitting this helium because y'all talking straight boof out like right about now.
Don't stop. Let the helium go, bro. Let it go.
I love it. I love it. You should do the rest of the show with the helium, Ryan. I love it. I freaking love it. Let's see. Craig says Morgan Fox, maybe. I don't know, Craig. They like, but I don't know.
Morgan Fox is actually a veteran that's been proven that he understands this defense. And why would you cut him? You just brought him here.
Yeah.
And this man understands Raheem's defense. Like, no.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Yuri says Troy is never available, though. Shaking my head. I was so high on him. Yeah, man, we all were. Atlanta Falcons Fandemic says Jeff Ulbrich is the key to this defense. Everybody will improve. He will have this defense flying. From your mouth to God's ears, Fandemic, Atlanta Falcon Fandemic. Savagely Uncut is laughing. Yuri is laughing at Ryan. Savagely Uncut says, I love
We can't see the comments, bro.
You should do it. You said what?
We can't see the comments.
No, I can't see them down in the right corner. Okay, my bad.
No,
yeah, they're down in the right corner.
There, and I see it now. I see it now.
No, okay. You can't see them, bro.
I see it now. There you go.
Here
you
we
can't see them.
Here we go.
You know what? I hadn't done a show with Deboe in about 2 weeks, so I gotta mess with him. I gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta.
We tried. We could do it last week, maybe. You were like 30 minutes late,
bro. You know what? It had been a rough week, man.
Right.
He overshowed. This motherfucker did.
So I didn't go to sleep. No, really. I didn't go to sleep between Wednesday and Thursday. And so Thursday night at about 5, I was like, I'm just gonna take a nap. And I was supposed to get up at 6:30 to do a show with Scott Karasik, bro. I woke up at like 8. Like, oh shit, with the Home Alone face.
Bro, he overshowed. StreamYard told him he got to get the platinum package if he gonna do that many shows.
Yeah, he got that player. He got to get what is the $149 package with a $99 package? Goddamn, hell no.
I don't pay $149, but I can do as many shows as I want. I can do that.
You got to channel your inner Danny Glover. You know what? You falling asleep. You know what? You just too old for this. Man,
damn.
You just
never give this shit up. Whatever.
Hell no.
Man, whatever. You
gonna die for this.
I started to say it, but I didn't. I thought about it, but I didn't. All right, guys. So last question. Deboe, let's start with you. Who really needs to have a good game this Saturday, or they really need to have a good game? In your humble opinion, offense or defense, doesn't matter.
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, that's irrelevant. I think the coaching staff already knows who they're going to have. I don't think one game is going to determine who's going to make the team. I think they've already made a decision.
Fair enough. Eric, your thoughts?
Everybody on the field. Because if you're on the field, you if you on the field, you on the chopper block. He's not playing no starters. So everybody on the field.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Carrie says Nick Nash. I agree with her. I think Nick Nash needs to have a really good game. I agree with her. Ryan, who needs to have a good game, brother? Offense or defense?
I think it's both. I think it's all three phases of the game. And a player that no one's talking about right now needs to have a good game. It's got to be our German kicker. He's got to have a good game because him and Koo right now are still battling for that kicking position.
No, bro. Koo has it all day. Koo has it.
I think Koo has that.
Here's the problem. We already know, all right, Koo's gonna get the nod because Raheem says he has emotional ties to him, right?
Right.
I do not understand why. Go ahead.
I wouldn't do that just yet. Oh, ass is mine.
So now I'm getting ready. Since you decided to open that can of worms, I'm gonna give you this. Lenny Craig is a young kicker. that hasn't kicked in pressure situations yet, but you can see the talent that the kid has. He has to be molded a little bit more. Now, he's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper to keep than Koo. So at this point, you saw what happened last year with Raheem Morris and how we struggled in that last game that we should have went to the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? And we had a kicker we brought in off the street, and I think Raheem is going to keep Craig around in case Koo starts to break down like a raggedy ass hoopty from 78. It's just what it is.
Not 78.
You're going to have somebody who's got a strong leg, who can kick, and also is going to get experience learning up under him. But if Koo is injured, he's not going to be caught with his pants down at all. Not this year. Because
I mean, right, for sure. But both players are making a team because Craig has international clearance.
And they can't get rid. No, I mean, I know they can't get rid of him, but what I'm saying is this: how many times do we see Koo get hurt or he's banged up? We've seen that the past couple of years, right?
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
So again, availability is your best ability. So
can't make now from the top. You said what?
But your job is still on the line.
Okay.
It's no matter how you look at it, the man's job is still
so Ryan, man, if Craig goes 5 for 5 on Friday, who's the starter kicker?
They're still gonna give it to Koo because of the experience.
And that's what I was saying.
Raheem has already said that, but I'm looking at it like this. I'm telling Koo, okay, you the starter. You miss 1 or 2. It is what it is. You got to go. You got to go because guess what? You've had ample opportunities to fix this. Ample opportunities, not just with Raheem. He also had it with Arthur Smith too. He was the leading scorer at one point for our team. And now we're looking at it to where you got to remember, Father Time is undefeated. T-Will understand that. That's why he be slipping and falling.
Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, my neck.
That's why.
My neck in my back. Oh.
Hey, you know I went
unnecessary roughness on Ryan. Unnecessary use of the soundboard.
You knew.
Use T-Will. 15-yard penalty.
You remember I told you I was going to get you back, right?
You did.
You shot.
Did. But I didn't know you were going to use technology to do it, sir. It's kind of unfair.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Y'all got all that technology over there. Don't start that mess.
It's kind of unfair.
T-Will, man, with all them 15 screens behind you, man, ain't nobody technology sounds you, bro. You go 15 screens behind you, bro.
God damn it. Deboe, I just need you to remember whose team you're on here, sir. Okay? All right, I'm just saying. Shit. Okay? It's home team, people. Home team.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh Lord!
All right, guys, let's get to some movie trivia. Let's have a little fun. Yes, you know what? I'm digging the soundboard, right? I really am. Like you're halfway gonna make me go and get one that I have to break in, and poor Debo's gonna be like he's gonna have to bear the brunt of it because I'm probably gonna break it in on the Thursday night show. And he's gonna be
find one. He gonna find his favorite sound and do this shit over and over.
Just keep playing this shit. Keep playing this shit. Yeah.
Every time you say the word "you," he gonna push a button. And it's gonna be the exact same button over and over again.
I'm trying to take
favorite sound. And he gonna do this shit for like a week straight.
Hey E, this is just what you're gonna hear from this joker. Well, the thing is, that's gonna be built into the soundboard when he wants to get a point across. Watch, he's gonna push the button. Well, the thing is, he's gonna say your name afterwards. He's sitting there laying his head now because he know I'm not lying.
Oh wow. I'm laughing at my brother.
He ain't lying.
Because he's probably right.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what he's gonna do. I'm not getting on the show if he get a soundboard.
What'd you say? Stop the presses, huh?
I'm saying he gonna be. He gonna
for sure, bro. And then he gonna figure where the button is. I'm like, oh, get hold on a second, Deboe. Where's that button at? Give me one second. Where's that button at? I ain't having it, bro. I ain't having
you
it.
to say it again. Now say that part.
Now, Deboe, say what you said. Say what you said again. I found the button. Say what you said again. I ain't doing that shit, bro. Fuck that.
Hey, Deboe, he gonna do you like this. You gonna hear this in the back. Just hold up now. What we're not going to do is this. This is what we're going to do tonight.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Yeah. Now, Deboe, say that one more time. I found a button. No, I ain't that shit, bro.
Wow. Now I gotta get it. Oh, it sounds so much fun. What the hell are we talking? Oh, yeah, movies. Okay. Whew, that was fun. All right. Which 1999 thriller starred Brad Pitt and Edward Norton as members of a secret club?
Which movie?
Yep. Which 19
Fight Club.
Yep. That's it. That's correct. That is correct. Okay.
Favorite movies.
Who directed Pulp Fiction from 1994?
Quentin Tarantino, fool.
There you go. I should have known Deboe was undefeated.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
I'm gonna have to come up with some tougher ones from Deboe. I got a list, but I'm gonna have to come up with some tougher ones. Hey guys, this was fun. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad everybody could come through, man. Always enjoy doing a show with y'all and kicking it. And yeah, I gotta go and get me this soundboard, man. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. Oh my god. Carrie says T-Will's laugh is undefeated. Craig says T-Will's favorite sound of the soundboard will be that beeping noise from McDonald's kitchen.
Damn.
You're always here.
Damn.
You're probably right. You're probably right. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to try to add that one to my soundboard. Ryan, as always, sir, hey, man, it's always fun when I get to share the screen with you, sir. Please tell these folks where they can find you, brother.
Hey, man, y'all can catch us Thursday. You can catch me Thursday night with the Magnificent Birdcage crew on the Birdcage LLC. But during the season, we have a pregame meal show before every Falcon game. And then we also got the halftime show. And then we have the party line if we win, the benediction if we lose. Damn, it is you would never think that Falcon fans have such language when you hear them after a loss, but the benediction is always interesting when you check it out. But again, if you didn't catch the show tonight, please go to the channel, check out the show. We definitely talked about a few things. Thanks for having me on, Deboe. And Mr. T-Will, Deboe, E, thank y'all for having me on, fellas. I appreciate y'all. But I am going to exit stage left and go to the house that I built and get me some groceries, like Prime say.
I got one thing to say. This is my house. I built this, and this is my house.
I'm out.
I love it. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, brother. Always good, man. Always good. Hey, man, little big brother, man. I love this dude. This dude been making me laugh a long time, man. Eric, I believe. Wait a minute. Eric is in section 101, right? Is that correct?
Yep. You finally got it right. It must be football season.
He can be found at section 101 at the bins on Sundays. That's where you can find him. You're not going to get anything else. And we love it, Eric, brother. Thank you for joining us. Any shout outs you want to give, brother? Or are you good?
Shout out to everybody.
Good deal. Good deal. Yuri, Carrie says, good night, everybody. Yuri says, section 135 gang. Craig says, you can find T-Will slipping and falling through the McDonald's bathroom. All right. Deboe, man, you got the show going on Tuesday night with the 90s. Y'all have taken over Tuesday nights. And, of course, you got the foodies. Tell these folks where they can find you.
Man, y'all come through Deboe Vibes, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, man, like T would have said, me and my crew, you know what I'm saying, my brother Deboe Life, my homegirl Miss Savage, man, we got Deboe Savage Life. We talking about nothing but 90s, and we just had a show last week, well, a couple days ago, we talked about Friday, like I said a little bit ago, Ryan the Historian, he was a guest, he was on there, man, so we just chop it up, talk about 90s stuff, other stuff, you know what I'm saying, so, man, whenever y'all can, man, check your boy out. Foodies, you already know, man. Deboe Vibes. I got to do food shorts. The last one I did, I went to Dave's cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Dave's cheesesteaks in Forest Park. Man, I had the best cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, if you're a foodie, you like good food, good videos, man, come through. Also on TikTok, Deboe Vibes. Also the real Deboe Vibes on Instagram. And hey, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Another great episode. Thank you so much for having me on, T-Will.
Hey, bro, you're a co-host. Whatever. Anyway, it's partially your show, so whatever. Savage Leon Cut says, great show, guys. Glad I got to watch it tonight. By the way, guys, go Niners, laugh out loud. So she's a Niners fan. So
She's a Niners fan, bro.
We played the Niners this year. We should have her on that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, she's a Niners fan. And the arguments me and her have about her Niners, but like you said, bro, it's all to the G. You know what I'm saying? Falcons 49ers, we probably whoop their ass 45 to like 17.
We probably will whoop that ass. Just so you know, Savage Leon, we probably will be whooping that ass. Sure. Carrie says, Eric, what's your address? I can't think of a better way to close the show. Guys, well, you said what?
Remember he blocked the last dude this day. He's already been blocked this time now.
That was not nice, Eric. That was not nice. I do not appreciate it. Unnecessary roughness on Eric, bringing up old shit.
He wasn't lying. Was it lying? Wait, was he lying?
Unnecessary roughness on Deboe for agreeing with Eric, bringing up
he wasn't lying. Yeah, he just
ability on both of them. Okay. Carrie says, since T-Will is giving out your section, laugh out loud. Whatever, man. He gives out his section, Carrie. Whatever. Anyway, to everybody in the chat who joined, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, Deboe is combing his beard. What?
It's getting out there, bro. I'm
Deboe
5 months.
Is combing his beard.
I'm 5 months. I'm 5 months in, bro.
Oh shit!
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, on top of that, your boy turned 50 next week.
That's right.
In 10 days, I turn 50. I'm headed to Boston. You know what I'm saying? Chill my twin brother. You know what I mean? So I'm just living a life right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Your boy about to turn 50, man. So yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I got the beard, you know what I'm saying? Getting long and strong. So I gotta pick it up, make sure it's legit. You know what I'm talking about?
I heard that, man. Hey, you know what? I got in so much trouble for sharing that story with you, Deboe. Kim was so mad. Oh my god.
The stripper story?
Yes. Oh, she was mad.
It was her fault. It was her fault.
Oh man.
Who hired the stripper? Who? She did, right?
Look, I'm just gonna say she got mad. I'm not gonna say shit else about it because she might be watching this goddamn show.
Right, I'm saying, she didn't look. Hey, she didn't look in the mirror,
bro. You know how you go in there expecting to get one reaction and you get another. I went in there like, "Hi, honey," and she had the "fuck you" face on. Like, I'm like, "Whoa."
She didn't. Hey, she didn't take that and look in the mirror.
She was so mad. No, she was mad with me for sharing it. She was like, it'd be different if, she loved,
you were sharing amongst friends, bro.
He's gonna get you for talking about she mad.
Probably is.
That part, yeah, you just made it way worse, bro.
Right.
You should never brought the shit up.
Right.
You just amplified it. I ain't gotta deal with it. I'm about to get off. He ain't gotta deal with it. You just amplify this shit. You run your mouth too much, bro. You run your mouth too much.
Oh, well, Carrie says Deboe's beard game is on point. Chrissy says turning 50 is time for barbecue sandals. Okay. Carrie says, does Kim know that wasn't your first time sharing the stripper story?
Oh, god damn. It went from bad to worse.
Chris,
it's went from bad to worse.
He's gonna do a show tomorrow and he gonna have shades on.
Yeah, for sure. That part.
He'll be like, what happened? I fell.
Yeah. all kind of bruises and shit.
I fell down. I fell. Yeah. Carrie says, happy early birthday, Deboe.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yuri says, Carrie Hooters gang, laugh out loud. All right, cool. So, hey, everybody in the chat, thank you guys for joining. You can be anywhere in the world. We really appreciate you joining us. We thank God that, hey, man, you wanted to talk Falcons with us. We appreciate that. Also want to thank God for directing all of y'all on my path. And last but not least, hey, man, I want to thank Mr. Jack Spade, Mr. Eric Parker for putting me in the game. And this gentleman, Mr. Deboe Vibes, for being my partner now. What, Deboe, we've been doing shows for like, what, 7-8 months now?
We coming on in 8 months, bro.
Yeah, man, 8 months. So it has been a fun partnership. It will continue to be fun. Hey, man, this guy came to see me in the hospital, and he hates hospitals. So that was a great thing. But you should, man. That's what a good son does. Ha! Ha!
Anything for you, Dad.
All right, so hey, man, y'all have a good night. I think in the morning tomorrow it's me, Jack Spade, and maybe Carrie, as we are doing One Time for the Fans. So hey, if you guys are up at 9, or as Carrie says, whatever time Jack gets up, we will see you there. Thanks, everybody. You guys have an amazing night. Appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you in the morning. Go Falcons.
Rise up.
Rise up.
Late night vibes, we're turning up the heat. T-Wil on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Wil, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart with the soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be. T-Wil, taking flight. Falcons and Braves, yeah, we're feeling right. So bring that energy, let the city resonate. With T-Wil on the mic, we're gonna celebrate.